Okay, class. So, recently we learned about different types of stress. We learned about eustress, which is the good kind. We learned about distress, which is the bad kind. Right? We've learned that there's survival stress, there's internal stress, and there's external stress. So what we're going to do today to start the hour, we're going to use an advanced organizer. So I want you to take a piece of paper out, which you've done. So I want you to divide it into 3 sections, 3 columns, and one's going to have a K at the top, one's going to have a W in the middle, and the third one is going to have an L. So under the section that says K, I want you to write something that you already know about stress or stressors. It could be one thing, it could be 2 things. One thing, 2. Okay, so once you're done with that, under the W section, I want you to put something that you would like to know about stress, something that you don't know yet, but you would like to know, something that you would like to learn. Aaron, what's something that you know already?
Stress can be caused by just about anything.
You're right about that. Megan, what do you got?
Everyone gets stressed.
Everyone gets stressed.
It can cause other health issues or complications.
Good, Becca. Megan, what would you like to learn about stress?
Why do we get stressed?
Okay. Look into that.
I want to know what stress can do to the body. If it's harmful.
Okay.
How it works chemically within the brain and like your body.
That's a good question. Okay. So we'll get more into that later in the lesson. So the next activity that we're going to do is, I've got different stressors here on pieces of paper. And up here on the board, I've got survival stress, external stress, and over here in the corner, internal stress. Okay? Move it a little bit in case it's not on the camera. Okay? So, I'm going to give each of you a piece of paper, and I want you to think about it and think about what kind of stress that stressor would cause you to have. Okay? Or what type of stressor it is. Okay? So, I'll give you each one, and you can think about it. And once you think about it for a sec and you feel ready to go, you can go and stand by the one that you think it is. Make sense? Any confusion? No? So the stressor that I handed you, you're going to say whether it would cause you to have survival stress, external stress, or internal stress.
Actually, it could be this one too. Yeah.
Okay, so Megan, what do you have?
Emotional well-being.
Emotional well-being. And it's internal stress. Why'd you say that it's internal stress?
Because it depends on your feeling about something.
Okay, and that's inside of you,
Yeah.
in your mind. Okay, Aaron, what do you have?
I'm kind of in between, but it says response to physical danger. So it's obviously external, but your response could be survival if it's physical danger, but it could also be.
It's actually survival. So you were half right. What do you have, Becca?
I have pollution.
So
So the reason I chose survival is because, well, it could be external, I feel like, too. But your body contributes to like that environment, so it's trying to survive. That's what I was.
That's good logic. I like the way that you thought about that. In this case, pollution is an external stressor
Okay.
because it's something outside of our body that we can't control. It doesn't create the fight or flight.
Okay, so that's the survival stress, the flight or flight.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so now go ahead and just set those ones down right here. And I'm going to give you another one. And I want you to do the same thing.
You don't know?
Okay, Becca, let's start over here this time.
Okay.
I have fight or flight.
Perfect.
So,
Your body's trying to survive from some sort of stress. It's reacting.
Okay, good. You got lucky on that one. We just,
Yeah, I
we just
know.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Megan, what do you have? for
Overall health and fitness levels.
And you're standing.
Internal?
Are you standing in internal?
Yeah.
Why would you say it's internal?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
so
lost.
You're right, because your overall health and wellness well-being is inside of you, right? It's an internal thing. It's something that you have control over. It's your own body. What do you have here with external
Once
stress?
again, I'm stuck between, it's being a parent.
Okay, so
So initially, I went with external because you're dealing with your children that, it's not really with yourself.
that's good logic.
But then I was like internal because it's how you, I don't know,
Perceive it.
perceive what
So
you're doing.
So you had the right logic
Fight or
there when you're
flight.
talking. Yeah, you had the right logic when you were talking
Yeah.
about your child outside of your body. So it is an external stressor. So you ended up in the right place. So good job. That was our advanced organizer activity. So you can go ahead and go back to your seats. So let's talk a little bit more about these type of stressors. So can you think of another stressor that would maybe be an internal stressor, Megan?
Emotions?
Okay. How about Aaron? Can you think of another stressor that we didn't talk about that would cause you to have survival stress and go into fight or flight?
In a car accident?
Ooh, getting in a car accident would be a very traumatizing. So if I handed
Attacked
you,
by a dog.
yeah, getting attacked by a dog. Okay, that happened to this student here one time. So if I handed you a card that said trauma, what category would you stand? Survival. Correct. So if we say that pollution is an external stressor, can you think of another external stressor?
Homework.
Okay.
Would that be considered?
Yep. Yeah, it would be. Okay, good. So now I want you to, in your KWL chart, I want you to write down something that you learned today about stressors. Pencils down when you're done. Okay. Megan, what's one thing that you learned today about stressors?
Some different examples that fall on all three different stressors.
Okay, awesome. Eric, what's something that you
I
learned?
learned that the fight or flight response is part of survival stress.
Excellent. I'm glad that you picked up on that.
Stress can come from many different sources, so physical, mental, emotional, traumatic.
Excellent. Cool. Well, next time we're going to talk about ways to cope with stress. can reduce stress in your lives. Any questions for me?